Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through assignment 00C, that is on C, more so on more malloc and free. Before we actually dive into the actual assignment, ensure that you have gone through the previous video that I prepared on malloc and free. And also ensure that you go through the material that were attached on the previous video and also the same material that is actually attached on this part. Ensure that you go through those reading material for the ease of understanding the concept on how to do this particular assignment. Okay, so the requirement as usual, we're supposed to how to exit, how to use the exit function, what are the function of malloc and the relocks. Then the next part, you are supposed to, you're allowed to use the editor vi, vim, and the emacs. Then how you are supposed to compile, you are supposed to create a readme file with the root of your directory, and etc. Okay, before we move to the actual task, maybe you can have a look at the solutions for the equation that you will need to solve before you move now to the actual task. So number one, what you can do with this one, the malloc return a pointer which is true. You are allocating a space of arrays of 10 integers on a 64-bit Linux machine. I can use the answer. You can do this, no. Then the memory space reserved when calling a malloc on is referred to as the heap. Then what you'll see on the terminal, and it is all the way to number 8. It's a very simple task, but you'll really find the task quite simple if at all you go through the material that has been provided. Okay, let's move to the actual project. So for this one, we are supposed to write a function that allocates a memory using the malloc. Okay, let's get to the bottom part. For this one, we are supposed to write our projects in the GitHub repository, ALX, low level programming, and the directory is the 00C, more mallocs free, and the file is 0 malloc checked.c. So as usual, step number one, you create the directory of which you have already in the previous tutorial I showed you on how to go about this particular part. Now after doing that, you are supposed to get to this point, the prototype, this part that I've highlighted. The prototype of your function and the prototype of your function char should be included in your ender file called main.h. So I've already prepared a file for that. So here comes the char. This one I will attach at the bottom of my video description. So this is now the command that you will need, and for the char, that's include main unsctd.h. Then for the other part, that is the main h. The main h is at the top part. And remember, you don't need to cram all these on. I will attach this one on my video description. And then for the main h, this is my main h. Therefore, you need now to copy this one. Then you paste this one after on the next part. Okay, let's move to the next part. Let me see. Okay, so open your sandbox. Okay, so this is what I have. So then cd ALX. Then we have the low Then you just write alx dash l, then you complete the remaining part with the tab button, just to save on time. The next part, let me see what I have. I will use the ls for listing to see what you have inside your repo. Okay, so these are the directories that I have inside my repo. I had already created my repo, that is 0c more mallocs free. So for the purpose of showing you on how to go about it, I will make slight changes, but ensure that when you're preparing your assignment, ensure that you follow the instruction. So copy the name. So I will use the command mkdir, which stands for make directory. Okay, then I will use 2 for the purpose of demonstration on how to go about it. Then enter. Let me see whether I have anything in. Okay, let me open it. I've already created, as you can see, it's here. Then I will open it. See, it's empty, as you can see. So number 2, requirement number 1, after you have created your directory, you are supposed to create a readme file. So I'll go ahead and create a readme file, vi readme in caps, then md in small caps. Then I will use I for insert. So you press the button I whenever you want to insert anything. Okay, I will copy these on. I prefer to copy these on and paste it on this part. I will use escape : WQ. Okay, the next part, as per the instruction, is the last statement. The prototype of all your function and prototype of the function should be included. So copy these on, and don't forget to include the C. Kindly remember to include the C. So vi char.c, then insert, then I will get the code that I've already prepared. Okay, I hope that we are already conversant with this one, so I believe that I'm moving on the right piece. Okay, so you copy the, as you can see, we have the C, this one. So copy, then paste, use the escape Q. Okay, move to the next part, the main H. Let me write this one to save our time. This one, the main H, this part. Then insert. Then copy this part. Escape : Q. Then move now to the actual assignment. That is the part number 2. After the readme, you move to puchar and the main H. Okay, now let's move to number 1. Number 1, you are supposed to write a function that allocates a memory using the malloc. The prototype void malloc checked assign, then return the pointer to allocated memory. If malloc fails, the malloc checked function should cause a normal process. So step now, you need to create a file. So you copy the file name, then vi paste, then I for insert, then go ahead and copy the code for the malloc checked. So copy this one, so escape WQ, then move to number 2. For number 2, for actually the number 1, then we jump to number 1, number 0, then number 1. Then for string and concat, you are supposed to write a function that concatenates two strings. Okay, so for this one, step as usual, create your file. So use the vi. Escape the BQ. We have the vi. Moving to number 2, the malloc. You are supposed to write a function that allocates a memory for arrays called the malloc. Then these are the other additional information. The prototype, the malloc, the memory is set to 0, the NMMP or the size or the malloc. Okay, so as usual, create the file which is the 2malloc.c. Then paste it here. Then use the insert button. Then go to the Google document that I've prepared. Copy this file. You need to be careful in that you don't miss any particular part when copying. Any mistake will make your checker to be green. Escape WQ. Okay, let's move to the next part. Arrays range. You write a function that creates an array of integers. Then we have more information on that, and the file name is supposed to be 3arrays range.c. Copy name of the file, then you paste it here, and insert. Then I go to the constant I've already prepared, copy. Escape colon WQ and the VI. I'm now through with the first part, which is the mandatory part. Now the next part we have the advanced. At the advanced, question number 1, we are supposed to write a function that reallocates a memory block using the malloc and free. And then we have the additional information. So from the information that I've been provided with, I've prepared the code. So copy the name of the file. Then insert. So here goes the code that I've prepared. And the last part, which number 5, we must accept infinite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Okay, so the name of the file is 101 mod.c. Copy. Then insert. Okay, so we are through with our part 2. So the next step is to create the main.c. So copy this part after the cut, copy this one, then vi, then paste. So copy this small part from this point. Then number 1, copy the main C again on which has 1. Copy this. Escape Q. Then next point, vi. Then we have copy the to main.c. Then paste, escape the Q. We have the vi. Insert, copy. Then 100, 2 more remaining. For this one, there is no main C. So now the next step, as per the instruction, we are supposed to compile our files using the GCC. Okay, so go ahead and copy this part. Copy this. Okay, let me do this one. It will be a little bit fast for me. So you paste. So you do it on all the files. Then you do on this other one all the way to number 101. Move to the other one. Then the same on this, and lastly this part. So we are almost through with our project. Okay, having done that, you git add your projects, then you git commit. By now we are already conversant on how to go on the last part. Git commit, then it's supposed to be more malloc free. Then lastly you git add. Sorry, supposed to be git push. Sorry for that. Supposed to be git push. Okay, so we are through with our project. So the next part is to check with the your checkouts are green. So this one is green. Or these are the one the same. It's also green. So one is also green. The same as this one. Same as this one. And last one, this one. So those are the steps that was supposed to take on this particular assignment. So ensure that you watch the whole video up to the last part, so that you don't miss to get any concept that I've highlighted in between the whole of the video. Okay, after watching the video, don't forget to like, and also if you are a new member, kindly subscribe. In case you have any question, you can write down your question in the comment section. I will get back to you when I get a notification of your question. Okay, so have a lovely day, and you take care as you continue coding. Thank you.